What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another episode of San Diego Prep Insider. This is officially our first, this is the first episode, I guess, of the 22-23 season. Let me go ahead. We don't have to do the rotate the camera this year because we've upgraded everything with cheap webcams and leftover iPads. It's the Olympian football Eagles. They are here in studio. Also, Colton Toll is over there. Colton Toll will be here. Our intern is potentially violating some of the sexual harassment standards we tried to lay out for her. But it's all good. Can we go down the line real quick, right to left here? Can we introduce ourselves, name, grade, and position? Because mostly people know you with a face mask on and a number on your back. So let's get to know you guys a little bit better.
I'm Christian Rodriguez, class of 25, and I play quarterback.
I'm CJ Clavier.
Wait, just so everybody knows, because I have to flush this out and restart every year. Class of 25, you are a sophomore.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I'm CJ Clavier, class of 24. I'm going to be a junior next year.
And what position you play?
Linebacker.
I'm Jake Marcial, class of 24, and I play wide receiver.
I'm Javon Jordan, class of 23, and I'm an upcoming senior, and I play wide receiver.
My name is Tristan Anderson. I'm class of 2024, and a running back.
I know you weren't super confident about your whole approach today. You nailed that one.
Head coach Jimmy Clark, second year.
And over here, we'll let him use use your microphone like a big boy. It's only your second in studio appearance.
Colton Toll. I work here.
Nice, very nice. So guys, also Tommy Morris is behind us. Technically, we will see when we figure it out with Tommy. I think Tommy probably is. Oh, I got to join the audio there. Well, I'll filibuster in a second. We'll turn it around to you guys when I want to get Tommy dialed in here. The intern also is taking off. She appreciates you guys. All right, so where are we? We're 41, 43? We're something like a little over a month out now until the season gets going. So where are we at in terms of you guys? And I ask this just open to the room. Anyone can jump in. Are we at 100% ready? Are we at 80% ready? If you had to put a number to it, where are you in terms of just how prepped you guys are for the season right now?
I think we're about 90%. We still need players to come back. But as a team, we're we're together.
Yeah, we have a few guys still out on vacations and family trips, things like that. But for the most part, yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. We got to do a little more special team stuff, but yeah, the offense is in, the defense is in. I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, we've been working all offseason. I think we're pretty much ready.
So, been working all offseason. Have you guys had your dead period yet?
Yeah, we had it right after Sweetwater's school got out, so we did it. We knocked it out right away.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Okay. Anybody do anything fun for the summer?
Mostly just working out. Yeah, that's really it.
Yeah.
Is that considered fun? Do you guys wake up and go, "Ah, man, hell with video games today. I want to go get absolutely destroyed by coach."
It's mainly been just working out as a team, just not just working out, but also bonding with everyone, and it's just been a good opportunity to get better throughout the summer.
Yeah, we had a lot of team bonding moments to hang out with each other. Went to San Diego Strike Force game. A lot of alumni.
That's the back of the microphone.
I thought he's have a lot of alumni coming back. And yeah, it was just fun to hang out with them.
You'll get it. You're a sophomore. By the time you're a senior, we'll get a good audio clip from you guys. So Colton, what do you got for them football-wise? Because I got plenty that I want to talk about, but you came prepped with some football-wise questions.
Oh.
Hey-ho!
That's not. What are we doing here? All right, football-wise, I say summer workouts. Obviously, it's hot. Playing on the turf field. Besides conditioning, was probably your guys' least favorite, just off-season practice thing. You guys don't do gear, right? In the summer, there's no gear. Okay.
My least favorite thing is probably mesh period because I play quarterback and I just hand the ball off.
You think it's one for you?
Yeah.
Or so you just block.
So you're the only senior, right? You guys are all youngins.
Yeah.
So what's that like? You guys are young. You guys are on the varsity team. It's a big deal. Good for you guys. You guys are like building something up. Like, what is that like for you guys to be like there at such a young age, but there's so many of you guys?
I think it's really good for the team because like all of us being younger gives us a chance to grow together and build like an actual good team by the time we're upperclassmen, and kind of like our thing so far has been kind of changing the culture of Olympian football.
Sure.
And us being younger and being together longer gives us a chance to build our own thing.
So I'm curious about when you guys talk about younger and together. Do you guys actually like each other yet?
Yeah.
Are you still becoming friends? Has that bond? You laugh,
No,
but like
it's a big thing.
sometimes the younger grades, like you need that bonding moment of like, oh, we got schlacked by that team, or we had that big win on JV, or we had that year where we all went out back behind the gym and sacrificed that freshman, and we don't talk about where they're buried, but like it made us all friends. Hey, look, what happened before Twitter happened before Twitter. No, but honestly, real note, like, are you guys there yet? Like, do you feel like no one actually died, intern. Coach, you
Yeah,
forward.
yeah. I just want to touch on that real quick. You know, my first year last year, you know, there are some coaches that can come in, establish their culture right away, and have success. Obviously, we didn't, but we started somewhere like around 13 sophomores, freshman quarterback Christian, a freshman at outside linebacker. You know, we had that's like 15 underclassmen that were starting and got thrown right into the fire with the likes of, you know, West Hills, who went 10-0. Oceanside, some very tough schools. So these guys, you know, they cut their teeth against some really good competition, and that could have went one of two ways. Like they could have had that terrible, you know, kind of experience and like quit, and they didn't. It just got them in the gym, it got them working out, and I would say that the chemistry is outstanding, but I'll let them speak for themselves.
Yeah, I feel like me and the receivers have a really good bond. Like last year we didn't really like. It was kind of new because I was a freshman, they were sophomores, so we didn't really like connect a lot. But this year, hanging out with them like all off season, practicing with them, like throwing with them outside of practice. Yeah, I feel like we have a way better connection now.
Did you play youth football? Did any of you guys, did you play youth ball?
Yeah, I played youth football since I was 7.
So, what were you, 14, 15 last year as a freshman quarterback?
Yeah.
What's the speed change like for you? Because it's crazy.
People don't. You know he's the intern when he comes in, but that's specific of the question right in front
Yeah,
of you.
youth, it was like, we were on a good team, so it was like a lot slower, it was a lot easier, I guess, but first game it was a lot faster than it was in youth, and it was kind of hard to adjust, and then like after a couple of drives I got the hang of it.
What was like that first big hit like?
You just
Ooh, can we go down the line?
Yeah,
I want this answer now. As we point out Tommy Morris in the back, you may or may not hear Tommy. Open apology to Tommy for messing up his day today. Let's go down the line. First time you got like rocked and realized,
everyone has.
woof. Yes, I will tell you mine. Proud to say it.
I have a great
Tyler Gaffney broke one of my ribs on a kick return. And for those of you that don't know Tyler Gaffney, because he's 3 generations before you guys, who's like the one that you think of like back in the day, who's like the GOAT when you were growing up in terms of high school football? Like that you saw him on PPR and whatever.
Golden Jewel.
I would say CJ Verdell.
Okay,
Definitely.
so Tyler Gaffney is a white CJ Verdell that's 6'2" and on steroids. Jesus. What? He hit a home run off of me at Stanford, and then he won 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots. So that was the moment that I realized I was not quite ready for varsity speed when that freight train hit me on a kick return and cracked one of my ribs. All right, let's go down the line.
So I think my first hard hit of high school was, I think I threw a pick, and I tried to go chase after him, and turned around and it got blown up. Maybe like 5 yards.
We're going to put that on the poll at SE Prep Insider on Twitter, on Instagram. Do you respect a quarterback that tries to tackle, tries to make a tackle after?
You'll see him just wave off like it's all good.
Yeah.
You got me.
You got that one.
I think my first hard hit was against West Hills. They had a calling screen, and I got off the block, and I tried to make the tackle, and when I hit him, I flipped like sideways. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
Oh no, the whirly bird type. It makes sense. Everyone's been there.
Mine was the first few weeks of the season. I can't remember which game. I was running a slant across the middle, and Christian throws me the ball. I catch it. I take 2 steps, and I just get slammed in the chest. I fly back. The ball flies out of my hands. Someone on our team covered it, but we got the ball back.
For me, I want to say the biggest hit I've ever had was against Oceanside, and it was this kid named George or something like that, but some ran to the side and.
That's a respectable team. That, like, just saying I got to face Oceanside alone means a lot. That you also have a memory specifically from it.
Yeah, I remember everything.
I mean, the kid only has just the first name, a hard hit.
Flying backwards, and one of the players was like yelling, and for some reason I thought I broke my arm. And they were like screaming like, "Oh snap, oh snap!" And I was like looking, and I was like, "What happened?" And then I'm like 50 feet behind him while he's running about to score.
I don't know if you guys could hear Tommy, but he also said that when a player only goes by one name, you know you're in for a big hit.
But yeah, so that was the worst that I've experienced.
For me, it's probably against Eastlake. I think his name is Anthony Hino. I was blocking for Christian.
2 names couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, we'll put that on the poll. Our freshman quarterbacks the easiest people on earth to blame things on? Yes or no? You can find all our polls at SD Prep Insider. Coach?
Biggest hit I ever took?
No, the first hit that you took that you remind that like you're like,
It's like coming to varsity moment.
Oh man, I'll just say coming to high school football. So my freshman year at Chula Vista High, we played Marian Catholic, and that was when Patrick Gates was a freshman on the freshman playing novice. So Patrick Gates played freshman football, by the way, like one of the best running backs ever. Yeah, I think I played middle linebacker back then, filled a hole, and he just like ran right through me, and I was like, okay, this is real. This isn't the Chula Vista Aztecs anymore. Yeah.
Tommy Morris, your first time that you took a hard hit. I mean, you were a receiver, so you were dodging everybody, but your first hard hit that you took in college or in high school football.
Never. No, I'm kidding. I think the hardest one was a kid named Deion Randall. I went up to go catch a ball, was way over my head, didn't have a chance to go catch it. Back then, you could hit people even if they didn't catch the ball. Different rules. So as I'm looking down, as I'm coming down from the sky, I see him cocked and ready and loaded to deliver a little blow. So shoulder pad to helmet. And then I went from being in the air to face down on the ground. I don't know what happened in between that. And then I got up, and it was the first drive of the game. And I looked at the little like box thing where the coordinators are, and they told him before the game that he was really, really good. And I just kind of gave him a nod, like, okay, he is really, really good. So, yeah.
Colton.
That was probably the hardest one.
It was my second. I was a sophomore. I was playing varsity. It was our second game of the year. We were playing Eastlake. Do you remember Josh McCurdy?
I do.
So I was on being a lineman, I was on punt, like punt block. You're on punt block, you just kind of stand there and absorb the hit. It's not fun. Here comes Josh McCurdy. He's like 6'1", 225, straight built. Gets 15 yards running up on me. The only time I've ever blacked out in my life. straight up and got knocked out.
Did you pee yourself?
No, I didn't, but I got embarrassed in film for the next week.
Yeah.
It's a hit. I've never taken a hit like that. After that, I told Weston, I was like, I'm not doing punt no more.
Hey, yeah, it happens. Okay, so you mentioned film. Are we back to everything is in person as a team now? Are there still Zoom film sessions? Coach, also the intern, has decided that it's time for you to throw the ball. So we'll see if you can thread the needle there and get it out of the suit. No, but are we back? Hey, Kings, come here. Are we back to everything's in person as a squad, or are there still Zoom breakout meetings and stuff like that?
We're doing everything in person now. We do team meetings in classrooms, and everything's in person.
You guys are all stoked to be back and doing the little extra football minutia and stuff in person?
Yeah, I'm enjoying coming back and like being in person. And it's just like it takes opportunity to know more involving film or just like a regular team meeting. Just you still learn more information. Just like
you miss that awful smell of that guy that hasn't washed his lucky undershirt.
Yeah.
Okay, we found out. Is he the smelly one?
Nah.
I mean,
Yeah. No, they're lying.
Are there hygiene rules in place there?
Say it again, Tommy.
Is it like you got to shower within like an hour of going to meeting? Are there hygiene rules in place for meetings, or is it just as bad as it gets?
There should be with these linemen.
Maybe bring an extra shirt.
Maybe bring an
I don't
extra
know.
shirt.
Right.
Do you guys get this respect you deserve on campus? How is the football acceptance and vibe? And I'm not asking you to throw people under the bus. This is more of just how can we call people out and be more hype this season? Because it feels like some schools, I talk to some people who are like, yeah, Friday night's awesome. People turn out. And some it's like, man, our school tries every week, but we need more people this year. You guys got a couple of really big home games this year, and so this is your free opportunity to promote. Hey, we're going to win this game at home. Please, for the love of God, everyone come check us out this year.
I feel like last year we had a lot of support. Even like with the season we had, we still had like a sold out stadium. Like our school likes to come to our games, even though we don't have a good season.
The games were nice. Like, people came to our games from different schools, but the next week after we lost, it was like everybody was making fun of us at school and stuff. So.
Yeah, it's definitely like we definitely had a supportive, I guess, fan base, but being like a senior and having the previous coach and then like the previous team and then how we were now, people were like, oh, come on, you could have done better and stuff like that. And so it was just, and people were like talking a whole bunch of smack and they were saying how they could have done better, but I don't see them on the field. So it's like, it's just people are talking a whole bunch, but for what reason?
So this year, you guys, I'm looking at the schedule. You open up at Castle Park. Let me do my best here. That's a scrimmage. All right, sweet.
4 away games in a row.
So you got Westview, San Pasquale, West Hills, Valhalla. That starts the season off. 3
All away.
Away, 1 home. Then you go into league.
4 away.
Do you? Yeah, Tommy. First one's a scrimmage though, apparently, because none of us know how to read the internet. That's a fine on my part. Because the internet.
We get lost in the weeks. We get lost. Is that week -1?
Yeah, that's a whole.
Or is
nother
that week
debate,
0?
Tommy.
No.
Do you guys have
week -1?
Do you guys have a game circled on the schedule that you're like, hey, this could be our breakout. This could be our moment where we're like, coach is already pumping. Like, you guys obviously like maybe not necessarily like your rival team, but is there one that you're like, yo, that could, because the rivals is a different question, and I want to know who the rival is right now. But is there one that you got scheduled maybe early in that season where you're like, yo, this could be one that we feel like is going to show people what we've got this year?
I think it's our first game against Westview. We could definitely like pop them in the mouth and show everybody what we're about. Yeah. And then against Chula Vista, this is our team, our coach's old team.
Ooh, coach, you instilling some bad blood there against Chula? Everyone's like, no.
Nothing for me. I mean, if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. But I think week 1, the goal is just to go 1-0. Right, we have Westview out the gate.
No. Get out of here, coach. Coach, I'm hitting the button on a cliche. Every football cliche is take a lap around the studio.
Let me get there. So we lost to Westview 14-13 last year. We banged a PAT off the upright with like 25 seconds to go or something. And then we onside kick and get it back and still have a chance to try to win the game. We lost a heartbreaker to start the year. So honestly, like, we need to come out week 1 and play good against Westview. Very well coached team. Coach Donnelly's great over there. But that's where my sights are set for this team is we need to establish something week 1.
Yeah, I think Westview, it was a really bitter game last year how we lost. I think winning that game, just going out, and I believe that we can beat them.
Well, so the Westview game sounds like kind of like what I was asking about earlier, where I was saying, do you guys have that like bonding moment, that like thing that brought you all together? You just got to get the thicker part of the mic in there. It sounds like that game stuck with you guys all off season and has kind of been a moment that has helped you motivate.
Yes, that was like our fuel right there for next season to keep pushing, because losing by 1 point sucks.
It's the side of the mic. You're getting closer.
I don't know about everybody else, but the defense, it was definitely a San Pasquale game. Like, watching three pulling guards and stuff and getting pancakes. It was like, it was
San
horrible.
Pasquale will do that to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll put that on the poll. Does San Pasquale somehow have extra linemen to pull every single play? Defense versus offense. Is there one that you yes, I asked you that. He says one thing. I ask you guys that one thing. Is there one that you guys feel like at practice is trying to be the signature part of this team this year? And I don't mean this as a disrespect, but like you can tell sometimes when it comes to the teams that like one of the two is the vibe leader, is the one that you're like, all right, our defense is going to be the one getting stops or our offense is going to be scoring unleaded. I got quarterbacks, receivers, linebackers here, coaches here that will give us not an honest answer because you're already throwing cliches my way. You're going to tell me you love everybody. Kumbaya. Yeah, our intern barks at cliches. Who's going to be the one that if you said, hey, our team's going to rely on this, at least early in the season to set the tempo, who is it?
I feel like our offense is going to be more of an impact. We're really competitive though at practice, so offense tries to make defense better, defense tries to make offense.
Does starting O go against starting D at all in practice, or is it all?
Yeah,
there'd be a little bit of that.
Yeah. We have good on good periods as best we can. I mean, obviously there's some two-way guys, but we try to limit it and let our ones go against ones as often as we can.
Tom, you got any questions for Olympian?
Yeah, I mean, so, obviously a lot of room for improvement after last year. What is the one thing that you guys, when you see it happen, that's where the improvement's made? Is it something maybe on the line? Is it knowing the playbook a little bit better? What is going to be for you, at least coach, for you, the signature moment for you to know things are on the upswing and that things are turning around and things are going the right direction?
I feel like last year we didn't really it's not, I don't know. I feel like we have different offensive coordinators now. I feel like last year we didn't really understand it very much. But yeah, I feel like we understand the playbook a lot better, so we should be good this season.
How big is the playbook? Are we talking like one play that has a million permutations, or are you like, hey, we'll never even get to the end of the playbook because I got so much drawn up this year?
Yeah, what you said. So I front-loaded a lot of stuff for these guys, and then the goal is to be able to pick from a menu, each week that fits against the defense that we're going against. So they've been front-loaded since December with a ton of information and plays, and then each week we kind of just dial in and focus in on some of the core principles of the offense.
Have you seen parts of the playbook that you're like, Coach, why are we not running that? And you have to be like, calm, my young Padawan. We'll get there.
Yes, like once a week at least, I send him a play, and he's like, we have it in our playbook. We're just waiting to install it for the right time. So yeah, we always talk about.
So you're holding back a little bit.
Yeah. Or he'll DM me. He's like, Coach, I was looking through Huddle and I saw this that you drew up. Like, why haven't we done that yet? I'm like, dude, that's for like week 7 against this team. Like, just hold on.
But there hasn't been because you can't throw that far or anything like that level.
Definitely not. No, he's got an arm on him. He can go 50 plus. So
we thank, as always, to our intern for checking to see which one is the smelly person here in the studio.
What would Christian have to do? Quarterback Christian, not host Christian. What would Christian have to do in order to get the privilege of adding his own play to the playbook?
Ooh, how does he reach the call his own play stage? I like that. Man, is that they have to be up, you guys have to be up 35, or you would just have to have like been abducted and not even be at the game to allow that to happen, or where do we reach that?
I think in his sophomore year, it's probably a big lead that will get us there. But I'm hoping, by his senior year, we can kind of release the reins a little bit from the sideline and let him have some control, right, before he gets into college. So, but yeah, this year we're talking, it's going to have to be a big lead before I'm letting
can we start that as the Olympian hashtag, release the reins?
Yes.
We'll get shirts, we'll get hats,
yes,
we'll get bucket hats specifically because apparently those are cool again as you're rocking some sort of jerks and profile look. Okay, so who is the rival? Is one of the big other questions that I like to ask. You guys seemed excited about that one.
Otai's for sure, right?
That's Battle of the O's. Yeah. That's always going to be that's a school specific thing, not
That's the game I go to on my bye weeks for sure.
Yeah.
Colton, you work here.
Anyone in the South Bay?
No, you got to say the thing. Never mind. Take the mic away from him. We flipped it so you could re-say the line of "That's the game I."
That's what I was getting to. Okay. Say if you're in the South Bay and you got a bye week and Battle of the O's is happening, that's the game you're at. Everyone knows.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, no, hold on a second. He tries really hard. We really like him. He's good. He's really good. We promise that this is just a timing issue thing here early in the season. He'll be fine. We like him. He's the second best intern we got in the room right now.
Dan, I lost to a dog.
Dude, she brought a ball back. That's awesome. Okay, so Battle of the O's is the big one. That is the game that everybody should check out. Where is that on the season this year? You're at
Otay Ranch week 6. We didn't get to do it last year because
what's the more satisfying win, at Otay or at home?
I'd say out of time.
I feel like I like playing away more because I feel like once we win, everyone hates us. So I feel like it feels a lot better to win away.
The feeling of like going to an away game and then just, especially if it's your rival game, it's like I feel like the confidence and just the strength of the team, because we're like, oh my gosh, this is our rival, we're away. Like if we beat them, first of all, we'll stop talking and then we'll just.
So you should put that on the poll. Do you prefer to be the hero or the villain?
Villain.
I like the apple. I like that you get the shot. You get the shot.
We'll put two polls on there. Better intern, Colton, or the dog. And
I don't like my chances on that one. There's something special about going in like your rival and beating them on home. It's different. It is different. I'm sorry, Coach Clark, but beating Chula and Chula was something else.
Especially on our homecoming, that was tough. I know. We had a good fight, but you guys pulled it out.
We have, what, 2 seniors in the room right now? One senior?
Javon.
So, Javon, I asked this, and this is a loaded, open-ended question
that like you don't have to have a specific answer for, but I just like to ask it at least. As a senior, for you specifically, but as a senior class, what do you want the legacy to be that you guys are going to leave? Or the impact, or the just like the memory. Like,
what are you trying to do to all these younger kids right now in terms of helping guide them?
So as for me, I like to be a big leader, and I like to help guide players, younger class, and even like the fellow seniors. And the impact we're trying to make is just like, because the whole class of 23, like we're very chill and mellow, but we also want to get the job done. And so we want to make the impact of like, hey, we can still have fun, we can still do this, but as long as we get the work done, as long as we get the job done, do things right, we get the play right, we can do the best we can while still having a good bond. And we're all about like tough love, so we can mess up on one play, but you know what? We're gonna make each other better on the next. And so the impact we're gonna make, the impact that the seniors are gonna make, I feel like are gonna definitely cause an effect onto the underclassmen.
I just texted. Tom, you got any other questions before we get out of here?
Yeah, I want to ask him if it's hit him yet that he's a senior. Is it weird?
It is hitting me that I'm a senior.
Because school starts earlier for you guys, so you're like what, a week out from school getting underway, like 2 weeks out.
Yeah. So like being a senior right now is just it's mind-boggling because the COVID year really just messed me up. And
COVID year was your sophomore year?
My sophomore year. And I feel like my sophomore year, that was my opportunity to, get more into football and take action. But it definitely slowed me down and, gave me a step back. And so I was just telling Coach Clark, I was like, man, I wish I had another year. Because if I had another year with, how this team environment is and this offense, this defense, like, if I had another year, I feel like I would have had a better opportunity, but just becoming a senior now, I know how much this school is going to change, and I know how much better we're going to be.
You're not going to try and, like a medical red shirt, 5th-year senior.
I wish.
Okay, let's end on a fun note. Colton, you got any other pressing questions? All right, rotate the mic. No, don't say when you rotate the mic back.
It's Olympian's go-to spot after a big win.
Ooh.
Everyone has them. Get the front of the mic.
I feel like after practice we go to a lot of places, probably Board & Brew and Buffalo Wild Wings.
Mm-hmm.
But after
Board
game,
Brew. Okay, wait, is Board & Brew underappreciated? Like, is Board & Brew a well-kept secret? Because there's not a ton of them. But I do feel like it's also, like, there are enough of them that it's maybe not just like, there's only one, so it's a chain. So is it underappreciated?
They're
or
underrated.
Is it like a secret one, or
They're
is
definitely
it adequately
underrated.
appreciated?
Get the Tom Shorts. They're definitely underrated.
I almost saw two
Super underrated. Shout out to
women
Board &
getting a
Brew.
fist fight at the Board & Brew.
You can sponsor if you want to. I'm just saying.
Hey, NIL money, man. Get those sandwich money.
Right?
The hot pastrami there is ridiculous.
I almost saw a Board & Brew brawl, and it would have been the highlight of my life, but it didn't happen.
Say it again, Tommy.
But it would have been. I almost saw a brawl in Board & Brew. It was two 50-year-old ladies. They were ready to go. I should have instigated it. I was this close. I had the opportunity to let it happen, and I let it go. One of the ladies said to me, should I have just taken that from her? And I could have just said, I wouldn't have. And it would have just ensued. It would have been viral, but I stopped. I'm an adult now. I can't do that. But no, I mean, the guy wasn't calling out the sandwich names. The lady was standing in line of the guy who was supposed to be calling out the sandwich names, and everyone's waiting. And she's like, "Can you move?" Another lady's like, "I'm sorry." And ladies say, "That's okay." She's like, "No, I'm sorry." One of those, instead of like, "I'm sorry," it's like, "No, I'm sorry." And turns out, the sandwiches were all there ready, and people were waiting for like 20 minutes. I explained to the sandwich guys that that shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? In a calm voice. And he said, "Who told you your sandwich wasn't ready yet?" And I said, "It's a team effort. Y'all lost as a team. My sandwich is not on time." And that is all on all of you, not just on one guy. So football carries on to life, whether you.
We'll put our last poll
Does that
question
make any
up.
sense?
We'll put our last poll question up for today. Is Board and Brew worth a brawl? Let's close out on this. Who is in charge? And thank you guys for being in here. And we'll let you plug all the social and everything as we get out of here. But who is in charge of the vibes, practice, pre-games, and all that? And what is the music being played this year? Is Coach, because sometimes we meet the teams where Coach is like, "You'll listen to 80s music because I know it and I like it and it's safe, and damn it, you kids and your rap, you don't know anything." But no, okay, so we got the sophomore quarterback already. Also, I've been told when I say who has the aux cable that doesn't mean anything to anybody anymore. So
Everything's Bluetooth.
everything's Bluetooth now. So
Still say who has the aux.
who's got the Spotify? Who's got the Apple Music? Who's controlling
That's
this?
me. I got the music.
So what's on the playlist this year?
How does the sophomore quarterback get the V-brace, the vibes going for the teams?
Well, our coach is young, so he likes our music too.
Coach, good job
I'm not
convincing
old, but
them
I'm
that
not
you're.
I have a lot of new stuff on there, but I have a couple old songs. But Drake is on there, Lil Baby's on there, a couple other artists. But yeah, you can't make everyone happy with these playlists. Like, I always have someone complaining about.
You'll learn that by senior year.
Yes,
You'll make everybody happy. by
Especially
senior
this
year.
wide receiver right here, our senior. Always complaining.
Okay, so what do you want then?
Well, even though I'm like 17, I'm still kind of an old head. I love listening to my.
Be
90s.
careful how you answer this question, because some of us in our early 30s are going to be insulted if you like music from our generation.
Well, I love 90s hip hop and R&B, like Tupac, Biggie, Nelly, like stuff like that. Like those stuff, that type of music. And Outkast, like that really connects with my heart and gets me in like a different type of vibe, more mellow. Like I just love.
Do you like it enough that you could rap and or sing some of it for us right now?
Go crazy.
Honestly, I've listened to it too much, or like I can't think of a song in my head right now. But
So if I put on an instrumental for something right now, you could or couldn't.
I mean, I could, but I don't.
We've heard him at practice. You don't want to hear it.
Those make for the best social media. They really truly do. No? Okay. I'll tell you what. You win the Battle of the O's. You come back on here full of confidence, and let's get you rapping, okay? Or how about this? Let's do this one better. Can this be a someone tries to capture it this season, like in its natural environment? Like just get him. Coach, can you sneak a video of him on the sideline just like doing something, and we can absolutely clown him on social?
Yeah, we'll get him. We'll get him a pregame or something. Yeah.
Here, I'll make a deal about this. If when we beat Otai, we'll come back and I'll make a song about Olympian football.
Good wording.
Ooh, okay. You're entering into very, very rarefied air.
As I think Tommy bounced behind us because I now have a little bit of an infinity thing going on. I promise you, that's not my ego. The golden standard right now is the battle between Sweetwater and San Ysidro basketball, where Sweetwater came in freestyling one week and talked about San Ysidro can't hit a basket. We're going to put him in a casket, and then we're going to make them. I think they said something like, "We're going to eat them like a brisket. They're crispy like a Triscuit." Like they were going off. San Ysidro came in the next week, said, "We don't even acknowledge you as a basketball program, but we're better than you at rap." And they put together like 16 bars on how their coach is bald and old and doesn't have any swag. So the standard has been set very high. So if you're promising us a custom-made song about beating Otai Ranch, just know that is now on tape. And then if you get that dub, the third place podium is still available, but you're gonna have to really come bringing it. So start writing, get that book out now, get your headphones on, and be good. Coach,
left to right. Let's plug social, team stuff. How can people follow you guys? How can they stream your games? How can they buy tickets? What can everybody do this year to come support Olympian football?
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at CoachJC3. Tickets are at the gate. I don't think there is online purchase of tickets, but follow all these guys. We got Tristan Anderson right here. He's going to be a breakout running back this year. You don't know his name now. You will know it. We got Javon Jordan.
Well, he knows his name.
Right,
That's a plus.
No, but San Diego doesn't know it, but you're going to know who Tristan Anderson is. I promise you that. We have Javon Jordan here. Follow him on his socials.
Well, let everyone go down and plug your social. But the team has a social also.
Yes. Let me see.
It's okay if you didn't know it off the top of your head.
We just got the new Twitter because we couldn't find the password to the old one. So the new Twitter is at Eagles OHSFB. Olympian High School Eagles football. So at Eagles OHSFB. But I just want to talk about these guys real quick if you don't mind. So we have Tristan, we have Javon's going to have a breakout senior year. Jake Marcial is, this kid is an elite route runner, catches everything. So look out for him. He was on one of those lists from one of the Twitter guys that ranks these dudes.
Which I will just throw this out. Some people take those very seriously. Some people don't take those very seriously. For you guys, this is not for you guys because you guys are all cynical on the internet. But for you guys in here, please note that anything you ever see from us is not serious. We're not a recruiting service. If we do or don't properly appreciate you guys on a Friday night, it's nothing other than just we were trying to get a ton of content out. And I do apologize if you feel like we have disrespected you or anything, but you're looking at the people that work here as a Zoom face, me, an intern that can't speak into the microphone correctly, and a dog. So I do apologize if any of our stuff ever does come across as subtweet. But go.
No, yeah. Jake's gonna have a big year. Then we have CJ Clavier right there. He's gonna be leading our defense in the middle at middle linebacker. Cut his teeth as a sophomore last year. Another guy who's gonna take a huge leap. And we expect him to lead the team in tackles and just be a wrecking ball on defense. And then our sophomore quarterback, Christian Noriega, is going to have a great season. We just know he is. He's grown tremendously this offseason in his ability to recognize coverages and lead his offense. And just excited to see these guys play and grow up this year, man, for real.
All right, guys. Tell them how they can follow you all on social, please. Make yourself famous.
My Instagram is Tristan_.Anderson1.
My Instagram is at Y3K_Jordan, and my Twitter is Javon Jordan _football, or FB.
On IG, it's Jake._M16, and Twitter is JakeMarcial16, I think.
On Instagram is CJ_Clavier, and it's spelled CEEJAY. And Twitter is the same thing.
My IG and Twitter are the same, QB_K17.
Makes it so easy to find people when they don't do anything about their name in their user. Folks, there you have it. First team in studio, Olympian. They are young. They are ready. They are excited for the challenge. You've obviously now heard a little bit more from Coach Clark, who in his second year there is doing some things that we hope breed success, but also just breed happiness and participation in the program. So, guys, we thank you very much for being in with us today. Best of luck. Is there a fly, Eagles, fly, or go, anything like that that's like the current saying this year, or just do the O?
Oh way or no way?
Oh way or no way? Oh, man, I wish Noah Lax was here with us right now. He would love that. He'd eat that up. All right, sports fans, we'll talk to you soon.